I know the law, Phil. I know the law too well. Then you ought to know that there ain't no way to beat the law. White folks live by it, and we die by it.
And it hit the airways that Finesse2Tymes been locked up again. He was already locked up in September. He was locked up in October for drug charges. Now we don't know what he's arrested for this time. We don't know if Finesse2Tymes went in for questioning. So we ain't gonna speculate on that. But Finesse2Tymes gotta understand that first impressions last. Finesse gotta understand that beef with Offset ain't working in his favor. The way you represent yourself on the internet to where social media can see and clip videos and send it all over the airwaves. These feds watching too, Finesse. You gotta understand, just because you out papers don't mean you ain't on their radar. That's the whole thing about it. You under the radar, brother. And you making it easy for them to keep getting you the way they getting you. Because you keep getting caught with drug charges for one thing. So they already know if you going city to city, if you going to do a show, they know at best they gonna get some drugs out there. They gonna be able to lock you up. They gonna have a way they can lock you up. But I also look at the situation with Offset. If anybody know about King Yella got arrested after a situation of beef with Offset. I don't know if that's what's going on with Finesse situation, but it do look very fishy. Somebody got an arm of protection around Offset. I'm just calling it how I see it. I ain't saying Offset is the police. I ain't saying he working with the police. But somebody behind the scenes like Offset. And they protecting Offset. So you gotta look at the way Finesse2Tymes represent itself on the internet. If any crash happened before the investigation part of it take place, they gonna automatically look at Finesse2Tymes like he the guilty party. And he gonna have to prove himself to be innocent while he already proven guilty. And in that rap game, you gotta be in relationships. You gotta be a welcoming person to the other artists for you to go to the levels you trying to reach. So when they look at Finesse profile on the internet, from going off on Jay Prince, having a problem with the Prince count, from Honeycomb Brazy situation, going on there beefing, to the situation he had with his brother, and all the shows that he been to where shootings done took place, violence done took place, all that still with you, Finesse. You gotta understand the game that's being played if you gonna play the game. But I'm wishing the best for Finesse because he got that institutionalized mind frame. Finesse2Tymes, he thinking like a person that's institutionalized. And he think every situation where there's a disagreement, that it have to turn into a train wreck. But sometimes you should sit down and think about what you're doing before you speak. Think about what you're gonna say before you say it. Now, once you come to the conclusion that what you're gonna stand on as a man, then you gotta deal with the consequences. But Finesse2Tymes ain't understanding that the energy you put out is the energy that's gonna return. Because in a lot of cases, jail saving people's lives. Jail ain't all bad when you could have been dead. Understand that just because you out federal papers don't mean they still won't sit in their office and be petty and click your name in and call some people in whatever county you in to keep you under surveillance. They know your cars and they know how you coming. So you gotta do like the old folks say, man, use your head for more than a hat rack. Move accordingly in these streets. And people gotta understand that street persona, that's being faded away, man. Mr. Square Man world now. You have to be user-friendly in the industry. Yeah, you can't be that voice that always roar up and go against the establishment because the game is already set. It's already rigged. So if you want to be a part of it for real, you got to play the game. Finesse2Tymes, he deal with a lot of situations coming from his emotions. Of the appearance that he want people to respect him. But Finesse, the thing is, man, that ain't the only way you can get respect. You can get respect by carrying yourself with respect. But man, I believe it ain't wise to beef with Offset. I'm out.